Hello SUMC, Rob here reporting in from one of SUMC's satellite offices with some more thoughts and another friendly check-in to continue to hope you're safe and well and to encourage you to stay in touch. A little choir history for you now. There was a time many moons ago, in fact however many moons are contained in 40 years or so ago, when we had 24 singers in the choir. And that was before you started to count the tenors and basses. Well, yeah, it was 1981, and I'd just joined the choir as a high school sophomore, and the world was quite a different place than it is now, for a variety of reasons that are a bit larger than are we offering wonderful music opportunities at this church. And that's a topic for another video, or maybe even another video series altogether. If I could wave a magic wand and change a few things about the world, that wand-waving maneuver would have farther-reaching effects than just the increasing of our choir numbers, and trust me, the world could use that maneuver. Anyway, here in our little corner of the church choir world, we just keep trying to offer as good an experience as we're able, and we look forward to it attracting and retaining good people. And that, the good people part, is the point of this little Friday thought. This past Sunday was Memorial Day weekend, and 40 years ago, John Harper probably would have had our big old choir singing the Peter Wilhowsky arrangement of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, complete with its 4-part men's verse. And yeah, we're not exactly in a position to do that one nowadays. As you will have noted, our roster number's in the mid-teens, and that's if everyone is not traveling on business or for whatever other reasons, and if everyone is healthy, and all that. The past few weeks, we've had all of that in various combinations and amounts. And as Kevin picked up a case of COVID last week, I sat to the chancel piano last Thursday night, and along with 4 of my closest choir friends, sang through the items that we'd planned for this past Sunday. At the end of the rehearsal, we looked around and said, well, there's an outside chance that a couple other folks will join us on Saturday, but even if not, we'll do what can be done. As is the case in many choirs, most of the people in that rehearsal would not have put choral artist on their tax forms under occupation. So a couple of them asked the legitimate question, is this going to work? Sunday rolled around and Leslie rolled in, which was good in that now we had a soprano. And if you tuned into the live stream or if you were in church in person, you knew that we made a nice choral noise and everything was fine. I have used a phrase in the past few years, even before the COVID pandemic threw us for a loop and made us do with what we had and be glad in it, and that phrase is the 85-15 rule. If we choir types do our work in rehearsal, we'll be at least 85% of the way there, and then Sunday morning, God supplies the other 15% and we get over the finish line. Sometimes it's closer to 90-10, 95-5 sometimes, but you get the idea. For that rule to work, though, it does take us doing the work to get to 85. And again, most of our choir folks would say, and have occasionally said, oh, I'm definitely not a singer. I am in the choir, though. We've only ever had a few classically trained singers amongst us. But famously, I had this college band director who was fond of trotting out bits of wisdom called starred thoughts, and this one applies here, I think. Surround yourself with good people. It'll make you look better. Yes, it's impressive when the Mormon Tabernacle Choir or the Gaither Homecoming Singers or the Eastman Wind Ensemble or the BSO give out with musical impressiveness. To my way of thinking, though, it's at least as impressive when that musical impressiveness is brought forward by people who largely don't do it for a living. For most of my professional life, I've been involved with the making of music by volunteer amateur ensembles, from school to college to public school teaching to community band conducting to this group of people. A group of people who have lives, who have things to attend to outside of the church choir, who sometimes fall ill or have to deal with family issues or other things that are legitimate reasons for being away. But when they're here, whether in double digits or single, we get the work done, and hopefully the work is pleasing to your ears as it goes past you on its way to God's ears, and hopefully God finds the sounds pleasing too. I'm reasonably sure that God appreciates how the sounds got generated. I definitely do. Anyway, please check back here every Friday afternoon if you like for more video hellos here on SUMC's Facebook page or on the SUMC YouTube channel, Sudbury United Methodist Church 2501. My email address will appear here momentarily. Please feel free to use it any time for any reason. And as always, if you need to get in touch with any church staff people for any reason, please do during normal business hours, because no matter how, no matter what, doing the work of the church together is the big thing. Keep in touch, keep the faith, stay connected.